Austin Dave. Actually, his name is Austin Dave, for those who don't know. So it is obvious now that this is Austin's friends in here. We're going to be asking Austin to give a little, a short speech about his college life or life in general. Let me just give you a little trivia. When Austin was born, it was raining so hard. When Austin had his baptism, it was flooding. When Austin had his first birthday and other birthdays, it's always raining. I always tell him, rain is a blessing. There's a rainbow after the rain. So I always tell him this year might be a little harder for him because he's been through an eye infection. A surgery of his torn Achilles. His car was flooded, but then he survived. He graduated. Let me give the microphone to you.
You had to tell them all that? You really started with, when he was born. Anyways. Anyways, this is going to be a little long. I just finished this actually this morning. So not surprised. Anyways. For those of you guys that don't know, I was born in the Philippines. My family's from a little small town, Santo Niño in Paranaque in Manila. And we came from this small little house, like in a back alley, like we didn't have grass outside of our little like wire window, like it was just straight concrete. That's until we moved to New Jersey, and that's because of my mom, who I love so much, got a job in Somerville Hospital back in 2004. So that's what we can start with today. I want to say thanks first to my mom. Can you guess what my mom does for a living, guys? Anyone want to guess? What is it, Dana? No, yeah, it's nursing. My mom's an RN. If there's any aspiring nursing majors out there, if there's any aspiring nursing majors out there, please talk to my mom. She'll tell you all about her nursing life. She's been working at that same hospital back from 2004. She's been there for 18 years, so she's really dedicated to that place. My mom is one of the hardest workers you'll ever meet in her life. She wears a lot of hats. She has her first nursing job at Somerset. She has her second nursing job at Hunterdon. Guess what's her third? Her Philippine Nursing Association chapter presidency job. Her Philippine Nursing Association Board of Directors job. She's a bachelor's in nursing, she just had her master's in nursing, and she's going for her doctorate. The
That's a secret!
Oh, I'm telling you, it's of nursing. And most importantly, what me, Dana, and my dad call her is bossing. My mom really gets whatever she wants. 6 months ago, she told me that she wanted a collab grad party and a sweet 16 at the same time. And look at where we're all at. Here. The one thing that I have for my mom is that I graduated magna cum laude, and my mom just graduated cum laude when she was a bachelor's in nursing. But what she'll say to that is, what will you say, Mom? Why is it not what?
Nothing.
No, you'll say, you know what it is? Why is it not summa cum laude? That's what she'll say. And that's why when she becomes a professor, after she gets her doctorate, after she completes all that, because I know she will, I'm praying for her students, guys. I'm really praying for her students, guys. Because in the Azores household, do you guys know what a failing grade is? A B on a test is an Azores F.
It's an Azores
You can't win unless you get an A, obviously. That being said, thank you, Mom, for teaching me the power of education and showing me that if you want it, you could get it if you work hard enough. Thank you.
You're gonna cry.
Next, where's my dad?
Where's daddy? Daddy. Come here, daddy. Come here, daddy.
Wow! Yeah, Kuya Dad! Yeah!
That's my dad. Or some people. Why are you walking up? My dad has been our ride or die ever since I guess birth, right? Yeah. Fun fact about my dad, he kind of ages in reverse. Like, look at him now. He doesn't look. How old are you? When he meets my friends, a lot of the times he'll introduce himself as like my big brother, and like it's crazy because you guys actually believe it. Anyways, I remember when we had spent our times when we moved to the apartment after living in Tita's house for a little bit. Me and him would spend a lot of time eating Vienna sausages and white rice, and the rice wasn't even new. Like we used the Vienna sausage sauce to like microwave it with the rice. We spent a lot of hard times together in that apartment. He really taught me that, you know, hard work pays off, just like my mom. The value of money, and the first thing he did by that is the moment I turned 16, he got me my first job. And can anyone guess for that what? If trivia. Not Best Buy, there was one before that. Dana, what is it? Toys R Us. I worked at Toys R Us for a year and a half because my dad was boys of the manager. So thank you for putting me there, and now so that's where I started. And now, you know, I'm a corporate boy. I'm leaving next week on Saturday to go to California for my job. So. I really thank my dad for all that, because he's really the one that like instilled these principles into me. Also, on top of that, he also taught me not to care about what others think, to always be true to myself. That is, until I come home with some new clothes or I start playing some new music, and what do you say to that? Where'd you get it from? Me. You got that from me. I can't win with him either. Just so this is my parents. I really do anything for both of you. Straight A's in high school, done. Graduate college, done.
Check.
Full-time job, done.
Check.
But, you know, clean my room. That's a little too
No.
much. You guys see my room today, this morning. My dad
it's
was
always
like, what the
present.
hell is going on in here? I got a love for both my parents, and I'm eternally grateful for both of them for giving me that opportunity. And every opportunity in the world to succeed, they'll do really anything for me. And always picking me back up when I fall from all those things that my mom mentioned in the beginning before she handed me this mic. And I hope I really made both of you proud with the opportunity you guys gave me. Moving on to my tatay. Tay, stand up.
Tay?
That's my grandpa. My grandpa's really one of the funniest people alive, and he doesn't even know it himself. Yesterday, actually, in breakfast, last morning, right? What kind of shirt were you wearing? He was wearing a Star Wars shirt with a TIE fighter on it. And me and my dad asked him, like, Ty, do you know what like ship is on your thing? He's like, yeah, that's what Neil Armstrong went to the moon with. I love you for always being lighthearted and positive, even though you definitely like have some secret family in Saudi. When you used to work there, it's a joke. He doesn't actually have one. I just make fun of him for it. But, you know, thank you, Ty, for always coming home with that like positive attitude and showing me that, you know, don't take things always so seriously. Moving on to my nanay, grandma. For those of you who don't know, my grandma's kind of my best friend. Every morning I wake up, it's with her.
Yay.
She's making breakfast for the family, doing all of that. And my grandma be getting all the tea that ever happens in my life. So if you ever did me wrong, my grandma kind of knows. My grandma's favorite line to me is to always focus on your studies. And she holds it, like she really does hold it down for our family, like throughout my entire high school, like she came here when I was 10 years old, and I remember that first day when she just came into our house, and she already started like cleaning up our living room because it was messy. But like she really does hold it down for our family. She allows me, my dad, my sister, who else did I say? Oh, my mom and Tatay to just focus on our work, focus on what we need to do, and try to do as much in that as possible. I remember when I was like under 4 years old, she used to tour me around Santo Niño, as like a puggy little baby. For those who don't know, my Filipino nickname is Tinoy.
Pinoy.
So back then when we were living in Santo Niño, if you said Tinoy, you know who it was. It was me. I was him. So thank you, Nai, for always holding it down for our family. I love you too. But lastly, Dana, my little sister, sweet 16. Me and Dana used to beef when we were younger. She was an iPad kid, right? Because you were. You could ask mom and dad. You were an iPad kid. It's alright to admit it. My birthday wish to you is that you don't end up like me. Depending on which parent you ask, you're gonna get different answers. My dad would tell you to stay away from video games, but that's already too late. He's a proud silver Valorant player. If one of you want to play with her, you can just ask her. But if you ask my mom what that means to Dana, it means you have to be an RN. I didn't take the fall for the family. You know we're coming from a family of nurses, so you're up next. You gotta be the nurse. I already did my. I already put the pause. I'm not gonna go back. So I'm proud of you. I hope that mom was magna cum laude, I was magna cum laude. I hope when you complete college, like you said a few weeks ago, I hope that you become summa cum laude. You make the
Pressure is on.
Not pressure. It's not pressure. I know she's gonna do it. That's why. Moving on to my family, the extended family here. The first people that I want to shout out to the Agri. I still remember when we moved to the Philippines the first day, and there were 3 families in the house. There was their family, it was AJ, it was Julius, it was Martin, and it was me and my mom and dad. And I remember that first night where there was like 6 of us in the same like king bed. I was 4 years old. I didn't know any of these people. I'm in a new land, but I remember that at least I had my family around me. I remember when we used to play pretend wizards. You know, the 3 of us, we'd fight over who was Harry Potter. And the solution to that was that we were all Harry Potter. We were all saying shoutout Expelliarmus to each other. So I appreciate those days back then when we were living at Tita Ao's house. The next people I want to shout out to Tita Bia and Tita Jess. I want to thank you guys for always like being present in my life, remind me to stay on course of what I need to do, graduate college, do all that. And I remember this one time where I was like 12 years old and Tita Bia was like, you need to fix how you stand. You need to fix your posture. So I remember when she had me standing against this pillar against our house and she's like, you gotta do this 10 minutes every day. So anyways, now I have nice posture, so thank you for that. Next, I want to shout out Kuya Jeremy, Kuya John, and Ate Jocelyn, who are here. Table over here, the hours on and the braids. Now, you guys are really like the blueprint for me. I'm like happy to have you guys as like the role model for me growing up. Even now, you guys are the role model for you. Like you guys really won. Like you guys spent your time after graduation in New York City, like doing whatever you wanted for fun, and now you guys leveled up. You guys have your own houses. You got dogs. You're starting families. Like I remember the first time I visited Auntie Jocelyn's house, and I'm like, this is exactly what I want for my future. And then this past Father's Day, we visited Kuya Jeremy's house, and I'm like, it's the same thing. Like they really did what they wanted. They listened to their parents, even though I don't always listen to mine. Sometimes they listened to theirs. They succeeded. They did everything that they needed to do, and they're successful now to this day. I'm really trying to get to, like you guys one day. Anyways, my family's pretty huge. My grandpa has like 10 siblings, so we have a lot of extended family, so I'm sorry if I didn't get to shout you out because I gotta speed this up a little bit. So to all my relatives here, to all my relatives back home and like around the world, thank you for always supporting me. I know my mom records my entire life on Facebook, so they definitely know what I'm up to. They definitely know, they haven't missed anything, even though I don't get to talk to them every day. That being said, my family is scattered all around the world. I'm lucky to have some in New Jersey. I'm lucky to have some here today. But I really need to give a big shout out to all the Somerville people here, all the families from Somerville here, all the titos and titas here. Like each one of you have always like been my second set of parents. When my mom's not around, my dad's not around. Like you guys really hold it down for me as well. Like I have so much appreciation for all of you. Like there's honestly too many of you to name, but I'm so glad that I have that second family with you guys there. Like I remember growing up, like I'm so grateful to have that. Every family event, every birthday everyone was invited. I always look forward to those times when I was like 10, 12 years old and we like watch in the Husai's basement. That's why I'm immune to horror movies, guys, by the way. Every time we had a party at the Husai's there's a room where all the kids would go in and watch horror movies, and over time, I mean Ayla and Ray know this. Over time, like I wasn't scared anymore. Like I just started looking at other people's like reactions, and that's how I enjoy the horror movie, because none of the scare tactics work on me anymore. So thank you, Somerville crew, for being here today. And you guys really are like my extended family when my parents aren't around. Thank you.
He's like, hold on now.
We are hungry.
Huh?
We're hungry.
Yeah, you gotta say something else after this. Moving on to all of my friends over here to the right.
Yay!
I really remember when it was like just me, Ren, Clyde, Jeremy, Eanes, Ayla, Ella, and Ray. Like I remember when it was just us growing up, and now my dad's having heart attacks when I told him that 4 of you guys were coming. And that's not even all the people that I invited. So there's a lot of you guys. I want to specifically shout out Flash. I remember going into college, I really thought that I was a naive 18-year-old kid. I really thought that I had all the people that I needed in my life, and like I was incredibly wrong with that. And joining Flash, like my second year of college, was really one of the best decisions that I ever made. Because going in, I said I'm never joining that club. And now senior year, I was external. I got all people here from different colleges. Thank you for all being my friends. You said you almost joined? Anyway. I want to shout out to my successor, Xander. Xander, all the training missions that we went on, I know that you're going to be successful in your upcoming year. And I hope you carry all the lessons that you learned that you're going to learn. I hope you carry it on to your life, because being external, it was definitely one of the most fun times of my life, and I hope that you carry those things forward, moving forward. There's a lot of you guys, so I'm going to shout out 3 people specifically. Rav.
Yeah.
Rav was my roommate my junior year of college, and meeting Rav my sophomore year and moving in with him was definitely one of the most transformative things, I would say. This guy has insane drip, he has insane dress,